Hello and welcome to another card challenge MTG video. This is a challenge that we have done some, and the idea is we're gonna hit random on Scryfall. We're gonna get 15 cards from the whole history of Magic the Gathering. We're not gonna rate unhinged, infinity kind of cards and basic lands. The rest, we're rating them from 0 to 10. And yeah, that's it. Then after 15 cards, we're gonna try to make a deck with one of them. I hope you enjoy, leave some feedback, and let's go. That's it. Oh, I'm gonna set a timer for 75 minutes. Let me just... There we go. And that's the time that I have to rate all of the cards, choose one, choose a format, and create a deck with that card. Let's go. So, first card, Mana Vault. Okay. Mana Vault is a pretty good card. At as long as I remember, it's not a card that I have used. 1 mana artifact. It doesn't untap during your untap step. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may pay 4. Oh, okay. I was thinking about another card. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may pay 4. You do untap this artifact. Okay. At the beginning of your draw step, if this is tapped, it deals 1 damage to you. And it adds 3 colorless. So, a 1 mana artifact that taps for 3. Pretty good. You may be able to untap these with other things. And dealing only 1 damage. Mostly we think on Commander when we see these cards. But thinking about these on other formats. How much would these be good or bad in a standard or another kind of set, if kind of format, if it were legal? 1 mana to generate 3. Like when you tap these, you use 3, but I don't know. Doing something that costs 4 on turn 2, that's pretty good, you know. This can be pretty powerful. And then yeah, you get to untap it at any point and generate a load of mana later. And I don't know, I think it's pretty good. You would probably be playing things that cost 2 mana and untap artifacts, which generally exist in standard. I don't know, probably there is something right now. And then you would be able to generate 3 mana and do greater things. I think that this would be pretty busted in any kind of format. This is pretty good. Well, yeah, I don't know. There might be other interactions that I'm not thinking about, or maybe there is even an idea of like if you later sack these as like second artifact kind of effect, it's not that bad. You have already generated a lot of mana, but surely what you want is to just exploit these over and over. And yeah, that's it. Seems like a pretty good card. So, oh, I gotta check if I'm recording. So if you saw the last one, I was not recording, but now I am. So yeah, Mana Vault, I think it is nearly into the broken kind of category. I don't know, I think it's just into the broken, you know. It's a 9. Very good. Very good card. I don't know, it's very, for me that's it. It might be even more. So yeah, okay. Mana Vault. What do we have then? Let's see. Okay, we're getting some really awesome cards today. So Vampiric Tutor, 1 mana instant, search your library for a card, shuffle and put that card on top, you lose 2 life. So yeah, this is a very good tutor for 1 mana. Find something, leave it on the top of your deck, draw it as it goes to your turn. You just lose 2 life for that, but in other formats where this could be legal, it is just busted, as well, it is banned in Legacy, for example, and yeah, it is even restricted in Vintage. I mean, it already shows, it tells a lot, right? So yeah, right. This is busted. This is busted. It's another very broken card. Very, very good. I don't know. Does it enter on the broken side? Like on the very broken? Like 9.5? Or does it get into the very good card? I think that it gets into the very good cards, like almost broken, like 8.9, 8.8. But it feels to me like it's a little bit better than Mana Vault. I don't know. The thing is that cheating mana is pretty nice, so Mana Vault it feels like almost that. While Vampiric Tutor, I don't know. Okay, what do you think in here? I think we're gonna be able to... Let's go for 9.2. I mean, it looks for anything. It just sets you up. I mean, for 1 mana and 2 life. That's just too much. Come on. Since Pilgrim, so another very, very... very powerful card. Very non-card, let's say. So Avacyn's Pilgrim is a human monk that adds white, no downside. 1 mana 1/1 adds white. It's good because generally when we talk about, let's say, Lenore elves, or some kind of elf that just generates 1 green, you're restricted to that. In here it's like you're even fixing your mana, not only ramping, so pretty good as well. So in any deck where you can play these and it there is a value to have white, it is gonna be good. I mean, it's not busted, broken, or I don't know, very good, but it's good. Like it's like a mana dork that costs 1. It's pretty good. I'm gonna say that it's just into the good card slot. Like it does what you want it to do. Like that's it. That's mostly it. It's a 6 generally in any kind of deck. Yeah, that's it. So let's hope a lot of very well-known cards. Let's see this one. Mental Vapors. I do think I've seen this already. Let's see, but not on this series. But 4 mana sorcery, 3 and a black. Target player discards a card and then has Cipher. Then you may exile this spell card encoded on a creature you control. Whenever that creature deals combat damage to a player, its controller may cast a copy of the encoded card without paying its mana cost. So yeah, it's very pricey. You make your opponent discard 1 card, you're not choosing the card, they just discard 1, and then you get these on a creature. I think it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Like it's just gonna take a lot so that you make that another cycle. You have so much better cards, you know, to use on any kind of discard deck. I really think it's into the bad side of cards. I'm gonna give this a 2.2. So yeah, after some pretty good cards, it was meant that we would get to that. Now, Soulstone Sanctuary. How much time did I already use? A lot. 10 minutes. Let's go. So this adds a colorless, and for 4 mana you make it become a 3/3 creature with vigilance and all creature types. So good on some kind of decks where you have tribal typo stuff, you know. And it is from Foundations. Okay. How much do we rate this? 4 mana should get it to become a 3/3. It's not great. Vigilance. I don't love these. You're probably only getting one of these on that deck. And I don't see a lot of other uses. Nowadays I don't think that this is superb. But yeah, it's a good land in that kind of deck. Maybe a 4.3. Let's go. Half Shark, half. This is from Unstable. I am not gonna see the rest try to find, but as I said, we're not rating this. Now this is from Mirrodin originally. Contaminated Bond. 2 mana enchantment aura, enchant creature. Whenever enchanted creature attacks or blocks, its controller loses 3 life. So that is interesting. It's kind of a way of trying to make a creature from your opponent kind of useless by using enchantments. So I don't know if you are in a deck that you like to, where you want enchantments, that could be okay. But even though, I don't know, I think that you would especially want those enchantments that gives -2/-2 or -3/-3 to a creature, you know. I don't think that this is the one that you would use in that kind of deck. It is kind of on the bad side. Your opponent still gets to keep the creature. That 3 life that they lose might be less than what you lose when you get attacked. It is very much like on the worst side of things. Maybe even like a 1.8. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Okay, another aura in Forced Adaptation. 1 mana, enchant creature. At the beginning of your upkeep, you put a +1/+1 counter on enchanted creature. Yeah, the bad thing is it's at the beginning of your upkeep, and it's an aura. This was something that would get that counter when this enters, and then at the beginning of each upkeep of each of your upkeeps. That would be better, but even though I wouldn't say that it would be great. Did I copy? Oh, yes. Yeah, it's pretty bad as well. I'm gonna say that it's better than Contaminated Bond, but still pretty bad. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that's it. Let's go for the next one. Clone for 4 mana creature shapeshifter. There is a creature that is called shapeshifter, I didn't know. You may have this creature enter as a copy of any creature on the battlefield. Okay, it's just the idea of clone, really. That's just that. I think that we've received newer versions of these that are much better. 4 mana, it's a little bit on an expensive side, and I don't know. But is it bad? I think it's bad in some ways. You do need 1 creature to copy, which you might not have. Oops. think 2.6 or 3, something around that, would be the rate for this. Things of the final word. Let me just take a breath. I'm going very fast. So, this is from Oath of the Gatewatch. Creatures Sphinx can't be countered, fly in hexproof, and instant and sorcery spells you control can't be countered, but this costs 7 mana. I don't know, this is kind of nice. It can't be countered, it has hexproof, and then your spells and abilities can't be countered. It's not a great card. It's a bit expensive, yeah, but it does have some really cool effects. It's interesting, but really not great. I would say below average, but not kind of on the bad side of it, you know, like it's expensive, but I'm gonna say that I did just buy as myself. I saw these and I said, okay, I'm gonna give it a little bit more, so let's not try to not look at the ones we've done. Onward. This is 3 mana instant. Target creature gets +X/+0 until end of turn, where X is its power. Okay, you double the power of that creature. Or Onward Victory. Victory is our sorcery with Aftermath, so you cast these from your graveyard and then you exile. And it says target creature gains double strike until end of turn. Okay, so if you have 6 mana, you can give something +X/+0 and then double strike. That is okay, but mostly not great. I can do these, I don't need to rotate my head. I didn't know about that. That's much better, really, to do that. I really don't like on paper how these cards that have 2 cards on them feel. I kind of like the adventures. I think that they're much better in terms of the way the card just appears, you know. And of course the both faces, but these I don't like. Okay, but about this, not a great card. Yeah, not a great card. Onward Victory. I should... How will I do those cards? Because sometimes they are like these, you know. I think I'm gonna just go for the first name always. I think this is the first card like this. Let me see if there's something... No. So yeah, I think that this is the first one like this. I'm gonna always take the first name when it's like this. Yeah, I think that's it. But anyway, in terms of the card, it's pretty bad. Like 3 mana. It's an instant, at least this one. But it's pretty bad that this part isn't an instant as well. If this was an instant, then, you know, for 6 mana you might destroy your opponent. But no, that's not the case, so... I don't know, it had more potential, but I think it's pretty bad. It's not that garbage, you know. Yeah, let's go for like a 2.6, 2.3, something around that. Next one. Shifting Woodland. This is a land from Modern Horizons 3. It enters tapped unless you control a forest. It adds green and it has Delirium. So for 4 mana, this becomes a copy of target permanent card in your graveyard until end of turn. Activate only if you have 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, so Delirium. So 4 mana, it becomes a copy of something in your graveyard. That is very interesting, because you could have anything in your graveyard, a very decent artifact, a very decent enchantment, creature, anything. becomes a copy of that. For 4 mana. Yeah, that's pretty good. It could even become a copy of a Planeswalker, anything. That is interesting. So, and it's like, it enters untapped if you have a forest, any kind of forest. Adds green for, you know, this is pretty good. I think that this is a pretty good land. Okay, I'm gonna say, but how can I rate this? I mean, yeah, pretty good, not broken. If you have, of course, you have to have things that would make Delirium activate. Else it could end up just being a land, like worse than a forest. But if you have that, which is not hard, then it's pretty good. So I'm gonna say that it's around a 6.8, you know. It's a good card. Solid, you want this in your mana base a lot of times. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's see the next one. Balustrade Spy. This is 4 mana, 3 and a black. Vampire Rogue. Fly-in 2/3. When it enters, target player reviews cards from top of their library until they review a land card, then puts those cards into their graveyard until they review a land. So yeah, you're gonna mill a bunch. Like, I could see some kind of self combos where you don't have lands or not a lot of lands. But for 4 mana it's just too much. This one. Or some kind of dredgeless dredge deck. How would these work better? And you're not getting like anything into your hand or anything like that. And by itself, if it goes into the graveyard from your deck, it does nothing, so it doesn't interact well with itself. I don't think that this is great. It probably has synergies or combos, but that are probably not the optimal. There are better ways to do that, to do this, I think. I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I don't know. It's not, oh, it's already in here. It's not garbage, it's not bad. It is below these. Is it above or below average? I would say below average. I would say that this is between 4 and 5, so a 4.5 maybe? I don't know. I'll do that. Bitter Revelation. I'm kind of starting to get worried because it's like, from the things we've seen, like we have these into +1/+1 counters, we have this Sphinx that we could make work with something. 15 woodland. Oh, it's the land. Okay, that's also something that we could think of. Terminated Bond, Soulstone Sanctuary, no. Mental Vapors, no. Avacyn's Pilgrim, no. Like, we have Mana Vault and Vampiric Tutor that are just, yeah, very good, but like Vampiric Tutor, like, it's not like I can build a deck around it. It just goes into some combo decks and some things like that very well. It's not that the deck revolves around it. And Mana Vault is kind of more of the support but that you build around it as well. So yeah, I don't know, but it's interesting. What else? So what I'm kind of worried is that I don't have a lot of exciting things for the deck. Like, I mean, there are some interesting cards. Like, how would I build around Sphinx of the Final Word? Shifting Woodland, probably one of the most interesting. But would I have 4 of these? No, maybe 2 or 3 of these. It depends. It could be a mono green deck or something like that. But still, I don't know. Let's keep going. Okay, so Bitter Revelation. 3 and a black sorcery. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. 2 of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. You lose 2 life. So it's like you draw 2, lose 2, and the rest into your graveyard. You know, I would rather have a 2 mana spell that I draw 2 and lose 2 life, I think, than this very, very expensive spell. But yeah, Bitter Revelation. I'll give this a below average kind of thing, like a 4.6, 4.3. I mean, it costs 4, I think, around that. Come on. Okay, let's see. Growthama, All Devouring. This is a 5 mana legendary creature worm. Other creatures have, whenever this creature attacks, you may have it fight Growthama All Devouring. Other creatures have, when these attacks, you may have it fight this. You may have it fight this. So, if your other creatures, all of the other creatures, my opponent's creatures, would they... You may have it fight this. Would they fight this? I don't know. Maybe because of this. When this leaves the battlefield, each player draw cards equal to the amount of damage dealt to Growthama this turn by sources that they controlled. Okay, so... Okay, got it. It's a 5 mana 10/8. But your opponent... If your opponent has creatures that when they are together they can deal 8 damage to this, they can kind of trade those creatures with this and draw 8 or more cards. 8 to 10 cards, I don't know. And there is another thing, which is you may fight with this. You may fight with these with your other creatures. Like, if you have 2 creatures, Growthama and another one that are pretty big, the other one can kill Growthama in combat. Growthama dies. Maybe you can protect the other creature. You keep that creature. This one leaves the battlefield and you draw 8, 9 cards. I don't know, that's very, very crazy. It's interesting. It's a very interesting card to just build around and think on how to. But yeah, I don't know. Is it good? It doesn't seem very good. 5 mana 10/8. That's what it has. You know, it's hard to deal. But I wouldn't want to build a deck with these and not have some nice interactions with these. And it's like, when the creatures attack, that they may fight. If it was something like not only when they attack, but when they deal combat damage, then maybe you could like deal combat damage, make your creatures fight each other, and then get them back. I don't know. I'm just thinking in here, you know, trying to make mental scenarios that would make this interesting. I don't know. It's very hard to build around, but it's a possibility. It's crazy. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so what else do we do? Okay, one more. Forerunner of the Heralds. Another green card. 4-mana Merfolk Scout, 3 and green for a 3/2. When this enters, you may search your library for a Merfolk card, reveal it, shuffle and put that card on top. Okay. And another, whenever another Merfolk you control enters, you put a counter on this creature. You put a counter on Forerunner. So if you get a counter, this is a 4-mana for 3 yet that went to grab you that Merfolk. I don't like these. I didn't remember about this card, even on my Merfolk decks from these sets. I didn't use this. I didn't remember this. Putting that on top, also not the best. You can find like our best Merfolk. But yeah, I don't know. Not great, but not bad. Right? Like kind of just a little bad. Let's say it's a 3.7. Oh, Grothama, I forgot to rate you. I was just like, oh, but okay, let's rate these as a 5-mana 10/8. That could have a downside. No, it does have a downside, but more like a... yeah, more like a downside than a possible upside. So 5-mana 10/8 is pretty good. I would say that it's interesting, but hard to make it work. I'd say that it's actually a little bit below. So yeah, 4.8. And then we have this. So what could be the ideas? Any of these do we want? No, I don't think so. How much time do we have? We have 42 minutes to decide the card and format and create a deck. Let's go. Mana Vault, Vampire. Okay, I'm gonna take Vampiric to the route. Mana Vault maybe, although I don't really want that. Forced Adaptation is the +1/+1 counter. Sphinx of the Final Word, interesting. Shifting of the Woodland, also interesting. And Grothama. I think I'm gonna say goodbye to these Sphinx and to Mana Vault. So yeah, Forced Adaptation, Shifting Woodland, and Grothama. Okay, today is gonna be a green deck. Shifting Woodland or Grothama. Or both. Does the Woodland says something about being non-legendary? No. This is a legendary creature. I'm thinking if it would be interesting something with both. 15 Woodland. I really don't think that I can make something interesting with these. Seems like a challenge, which would be nice to have a challenge to try and create something around this, but I don't even know how to start thinking about what is interesting for this kind of card. I don't know really. In woodland, also we would want to understand, is that also a land? What do we want, huh? Damage. Amount of damage dealt. I gotta choose one of these. They are both interesting. This is better when you already have a deck that has an idea, but it could be a card that you build around. Man, I'm almost just rolling a dice or something. What do we do? You know what? I'm gonna go for Growth Thama. I think. I'm thinking yet. Is an arena? Let me check. I have to open an arena for that. That will take a minute as well. Oh. My cat is in here taking a bath. Taking out her private. Okay. So this is a spoiler if you haven't seen previous videos, but on the previous one, I believe we, or maybe some of the previous ones, we couldn't go for arena. So maybe I'm gonna just try the one that is in arena, if it is in arena, so that we can play a little bit. Okay, yeah, rotation. I'm just getting through things in here. Oh my god, renewal gifts. Okay, let me just open this with you. So let me just... I wanted to go for MTG without losing the timer. Okay, we could do it. So let's see what I'm getting here. Leyline. This guy, I don't know most of the cards really, so I hope that they are good. What else do we have? These guys. Okay, I think that was it, and yeah, we have this. Let's get these. Flame. Some nice lands from this set, huh? Oof. What else do we have? No. And no. Okay. Let me go back. Let me just surely check. Well, I mean, I gotta change one and try. Okay, yeah, we have 3. Decks. Oh yeah. What do I want? I forgot. Oh, it's that land. Forgot the name. What is the name? Shifting woodland. Let's see if it's in here. 15. And then I gotta change the format. What is it? Timeless? Pioneer? Not collected as well. No. Let's try. I mean, just 1 second. It says here on Scryfall, it is legal on historic, brawl, and timeless. So if it's on arena, we need one of those farms. Historic and timeless. So timeless, I think it's. Oh yeah, here it is. So it is on arena, yeah. So yeah, we're gonna do it with this one. Because we don't have this Growthama. What was the name of that? Let me see. Growthama. We don't have these on arena. So yeah, I'm gonna have to craft these 3 or 4 of these. Let's create a deck in here. What do we want? We want to activate the delirium. We want some very powerful artifacts, enchantments, planeswalkers that cost a lot, you know. And that's it. That's let's I think that black or blue, they mill a lot, self-mill. So that's something. What do I want then? Cost 7 or more. And yeah, let's go type by type. So first, an enchantment. I think that one of the best is Omniscience and Breach, one with the multiverse. I was gonna say Breach. So there we go. 1 Omniscience, one with the multiverse. Maybe more than 1 Omniscience. We have 2, so let's use 2. Yeah, I don't know about this, but that's surely something. What happens if it becomes this? I mean, it doesn't have counters, so nothing happens? I think that's what happens, right? So becoming a saga does nothing. But these enchantments are kind of nice. And becoming an aura is also pretty bad, right? And then in terms of creatures, what we have that it could become becomes a copy. So it doesn't have summoning sickness if it's already on the battlefield, right? What is this? Oh, I'm looking at artifacts, but there are a lot of artifact creatures. No, this is something for the beginning of upkeep. This is like until end of turn, right? Yeah. Becoming the Great Henge. Not good. No. No good artifacts that it can become. Seems to me like we're lacking artifacts in here, right? For example, why isn't Portal to Phyrexia appearing in here? Not that it would be a good one, but just so that we understand why. Oh, because I need these as well, right? Yeah, because I need that as well. Becoming these until end of turn is not great. It will only... okay. The good thing as well is that you can activate these on your opponent's turn. I don't know. Never attacks, destroy one target creature, non-land permanent actually. How about this new card, the Endstone? Whenever you play a land or cast a spell, you draw a card. Pay 4 mana, it becomes this. You play a land, you draw a card. Do something else, something else happens. We do need some things, you know, some things to count as artifact, things like that. When this enters at the beginning of your upkeep, so it's not like you can get into your turn and then activate these. You already went through these, so yeah, turning into that, it does nothing. Reveal it. Attack. Okay. Hexproof. A lot of when these enters, of course. So whenever these attacks, you destroy one target non-land permanent. This could be something. What else? Not much else that we have, right? For 4 mana, it can become Chromatic Orrery, and then it generates 5. Doesn't do anything. Doesn't do anything. And this enters. Beginning of combat from your graveyard. I don't know, I think that maybe these, let's get some possibilities in here. Cityscape Leveler is one of the best, I think. It's good on the graveyard and all. What else? I don't think that Platinum Mjo is the card for these. What else? What else? 4 mana to become a 10/10 is pretty good. You know, like, what else do we have in here? An 11/11, Trample Indestructible. Should be put into your graveyard from anywhere. You reveal. Oh no, we want that on the graveyard. So not that one. Yeah, the 10/10 Indestructible felt better. No, this is not Indestructible. There was... oh, the one that has Indestructible is the one that we can't play. Like, we can't have it on the graveyard. What else? We have these. I think that an 8/8 that does that is already better. What else? Copy. Mew. I don't know, it mews your opponents. We're mostly on blue instead of green, but that's fine. Okay, for now we're just thinking. Those are the artifacts. I could look at the 6 mana ones. We've seen enchantment and artifact. I don't think that we want any battle. Yeah, I don't think that we want any battle. Do we want, though, any Planeswalker? The idea in here is it's gonna only become that Planeswalker until the end of your turn. It has to be something that will will make an impact with only the permanents, with only the counters, the loyalty counters that it has. No, it's not gonna have any loyalty counters, is it? Because it's just gonna become the planeswalker. Becomes a copy. It becomes a planeswalker, it just dies, right? It's not gonna have loyalty counters. I think that's how it works. If it's not, please let me know. We might try. I mean, I'm gonna try. Let's leave like one Ugin on the deck so that we know how that works out together. I don't know, I feel like that's it. Do you want this? I don't think so. So yeah, nothing interesting about the planeswalkers. Let's see. Ooh. When it enters only. So no. What else do we have? Hopebreaker Horror. Ooh, this is nice. For mana, it becomes this. You cast something, you copy that spell, choose new targets. No, that's not great. That's not as great as I was thinking. I think that I was thinking about the other Jingitaxias. Where is the other one? I don't know. This one. Like at the beginning of your end step, you draw 7. Like you can make that become Jingitaxias just before your opponent's end step. See what happens if they have a way to interact. Else they discard their hand. That seems pretty good. That seems pretty good. What else do we have that is interesting? Let's see. On black. Playing Timeless, so we need some very broken stuff after we choose these ones. That's hard. Tax a creature of their choice. I don't know, a Shieldred of that one could be good. What else do we have that is interesting? Didn't control would be put in an opponent's graveyard, exile. During our turn we play cards exiled. If you cast a spell, pay life. When you cycle, put a death touch counter. Let me see how much time do I have. I think I might be already... Okay, only 22 minutes. Okay, let's go. We gotta end the deck and still play. What else do we have in here? Created many treasure tokens. I don't know. I'm thinking of a toolbox kind of deck that could use... I'm thinking... I mean, but turning into these does nothing, right? So yeah, this is not the creature we want in here. What do we want in here? Oh, maybe this 16/16 indestructible. Seems interesting. What if I do something like the ultimatum, this ultimatum with Mastery, Music's Mastery, is that the name? With Music's Mastery, I will have to craft 2 for this, and then this gets these. This gives me sorceries for the deck. I have sorcery, artifact, creature, enchantment, planeswalker. 5. I need more instants. So the deck is more of red and green. That maybe I could go Teamer, although I don't want to cast this. Do I want this? Whenever you cast a spell. So this is a spell that you cast, and then you cast this. So yeah, if I turn these and then I have 8 mana, I turn these into Hullbreaker Horror, and then I have another 4 mana. It becomes a copy. Does it still... is this still a land? I don't know. Then these... cast these, cast 2 things with that. I don't know. Like... yeah, I don't want to... maybe these could be one that we play, and then we want just cards that are gonna make it possible. What do we want in here? I think that's something that draw and discard. Like, what's the name of that card? Looting. I don't have another art. Oh my god. I don't have another art. And I don't have 4 faceless looting. Oh my god. Oh, this is common. And this is common. So I'm gonna craft this. I craft 1. Then I can just use this artwork, right? Okay. Let's go. We use this art. I think there is something like yeah, favorite artwork. What else? Looting. What treasure? There is another thing in here. What was the name of that? This is Ragavan. Should I have Ragavan? Should I be playing Ragavan? I mean, if I want Timeless, I want this deck to really do something. I think that I should. This is one I thought I had it as well already. Strike it rich. Oh, okay. No, I don't. I don't want that. So yeah, strike it rich, Music's Mastery, and anything that draws and discard. What else is a good thing with that? I don't know. I have 16 minutes. Let's go. Do I want these? Is the spoils? Create a treasure already gives us the 4th mana if we don't find it. It could be good, and then deal 3 damage to everyone, you know. +3. Just some things to wipe the board. I think that maybe some Anger of the Gods. We're just gonna need red, right? And yeah, maybe that's it. Brotherhood's End, is that the best one? I think it is. 20 target, so no. Not bad, but Sheltering Suns could be something. Okay, how are we in terms of the 24 sorceries? Okay, a lot of creatures. I mean, not a lot of other things actually. So, a lot of sorceries. We don't have anything. Do we have more instants that we would want in this term? I mean, we have lightning bolt, but I don't have other ones. Ideally I should craft more lightning bolts, you know. What else do we have? I think that cathartic barrier could be good. And then we say goodbye to some of these. This is a sorcery. Just so that we have more instants that is gonna be needed. For delirium, because right now it's just mostly these into these and hoping that this sticks, but it's kind of hard right now. What else do we want? I mean, we could be using some creatures instead of Bracket Reach, like some elf. Linear elves or elvish mystic. So yeah, that's more creatures in there, and then we do like that. How many lands do we have right now? 24. Yeah, I think we want 24 because there's 4 of these. There are 4 of those, or more. I don't know how is our ratio right now. 10, 5, 20. 2 artifacts and 3 enchantments only. It's kind of hard to go for things like that, and we don't have a lot of combos. Not that we want to end up combo and winning. What are some good combos to win with this? I don't remember right now. What did I used to? I used to use this card a lot. But I think I just gotta take this kind of take on that. We gotta cut 4 cards then. What are those gonna be? Probably around here. Or mostly sorceries if possible. 1. 2. 3. I mean, yeah, we need these 8 ones. To be able to go far. I don't know, I think that's fine. Now we need the mana base, which is are going to be okay. Yeah. The mana base. I really like this forest. This one, I don't know. This one is interesting. That's a nice one. Okay, but not what I'm here for. Are there lands that can draw and discard or something like that? Let's see. It understepped. Intercept, but it is a forest. Oh, that costs 6. Okay, so let's just get to these ones. We want 4 of these. Reveal. What else do we want? Maybe a surveil land. I like this idea. We got like 2 or 1, you know, and do these maybe. What else do we want in here then? I think that either wastes. We don't have. I mean, we have these that are both type, but that's it, right? Not much else. So we need 7 lands. I'm gonna go for 2 of these. And I think that's it. I don't want to be crafting a lot of things yet. Let's control some for a forest. Yeah, 1 check land. That was an interesting take as well. Do we want anything that can generate any other color? I don't think so. We do have these, but so maybe we get a triome just because that's okay. So that would be the Sultai triome. Where is it? Sagoth triome. How many lands? 20, 21. So yeah, we need 3 more lands. Maybe we could have some basics. 1 more mountain and no. Why am I getting the black? It's red green, not black red, not black green. It's red green. Oh my god. Okay, so these are the cards I should have been looking at. I don't believe this. Okay, so pathway 1, 2, 3, 4. Get out. wastes too. We have the equivalent. We do the shocklands. Where is the shockland on these? Here, stomping grounds. I think I saw these and I was like, okay, so tie. Surveil lands. Do we have surveil land from Gru? Scry 1. I don't know if it exists. We do have, and we do have one as well. So here, checkland, or fewer. Tapped unless you control 2 or fewer. Is this okay to have like 2 of these? Then we had a checkland. And then that would be red, green, and blue. So actually, we want the Timur triome. Let me just check. Do I have and do I want to go for checkland? I do have, and I did go for it. Now we're gonna just have to trade the triome. We have, okay, that one. There it is. So this is, if I can, how do I change the name of the deck? Shifting woodland. It is actually just Mizzix Mastery with that kind of thing, but just so that we can be able to do so. 2 mythics and 6 rares. There are 4 rares. Oh, we have 4 rares just because of that. So 2 rares and 2 mythics to support that. What are the? These are 2 mythics. Another mythic. Another mythic. So those are the 4 mythics. No, 2 mythics in here. But this is mythic as well. Mythic. Mythic. I don't know why. That's fine. Okay, let's just craft this. Yeah, done. Now let's play with that. Okay. Okay. How much time did I had until now? Okay, so I would have 2 minutes, so we're kind of into what I want, of like really just creating the deck after 1 hour and something. I want to play Timeless and just try this deck. Let's see. The thing about Timeless is that probably the games are not gonna go more than what we want. Like, we're not probably going to be able to activate that ability. I mean, I think so. Timeless is very demanding. No one to play with me some Timeless match? Okay, I'm gonna try again. Generally, it feels to me like if you go past 20 seconds looking for a match, then the arena is going to place you against someone that is on another rank, and that means although we are on the play queue, right? Okay, let's see. So we have card, create a treasure, Mizzix Mastery. We just gotta find the cards up until then. Like, I don't know, this could give us that. I'm gonna start with anything. And let's see. Yeah, we're just trying. Birds of Paradise. Another music's mastery, let's see. Ah. Fuck you. Really? Get these, that's fine. They surveil. What do they have? What do you have? If this creature is tapped, becomes an artifact. Okay, it's that kind of thing. This is a sorcery. Instant or sorcery only. I think I'm gonna do this. Yeah, make something becomes become that. This has to be on the graveyard, right? Do we have things that already destroy? Okay, and then you play with that. Take action. Don't I have another mountain? Okay, I said what I was gonna get, but I didn't. And then you do that again. And then I don't have now. Fuck you. I mean, you do that now, right? Perpetually. I do these. I still don't have the delirium. They're gonna destroy these. Do we have anything that we want to be doing? Well, not much, and we're gonna try that, but I'm gonna have to go music's mastery in here. Dude, yeah, you do your thing, my friend. Discard, discard, I will discard anything. Discard you. Draw 2 and create a treasure. Opponent destroys a land of mine. Oh. Give a card, go for that, yeah. They have that loop. They're being able to do it twice, right? So I don't have a possibility to win in here, and I'm dead on board, right? 9. Yeah, that's it. Okay, let's go for the next one, because this is not fun. Where is the not fun face for me to vote? Oh, you're not gonna give me that, I'm just trying to... So yeah, I am kind of very far from Timeless for a long time, and I knew this was going to be a wreck. I just hope that I can get one match where people are gonna have somewhat a level of play that is near what I have. I did also forget about these arena only cards, you know, that perpetually get things going and all. Let's just hope we can do it once. I mean, in order that we can stick with our lands, because if we stick our lands, then that means... that might mean more of a chance to do that. I don't have red in here. I'm gonna bank on these to ramp and maybe try to do things fast if I get one red source. Okay, brazen borrower. We ramp. Come on. Activate. I forgot that there were fetch lands. I need to have them at some point. Bye bye, Elvish Mystic. That's fine. We have other things that we want to do. This costs 3. Discard, then draw. Get some idea, or we just go for strike it, reach, and we wait. I don't know. Discard and then draw. I don't have exactly what I want to discard yet. So I'm gonna pass. I don't know what my opponents play and I know nothing about Timeless right now, so I don't know. They probably have some counter, some kind of control-ish on their side. I mean, it seems really like something that will be very control-ish. A lot of cards that I do know, a very old Magic Arena thing in here. Okay. I could do this, discard one of these. Yeah. And then they counter. I lose 2 cards on the process. That's fine. They're like, should I counter that? If I do? No, they shouldn't. And that's what they didn't. They didn't counter. But yeah, we have mana but for nothing. If I try to at some point cast these, then I'm done. They're gonna win. They're gonna counter these, of course. Yeah, it's our turn. I could do these next turn, you know. Just bank on some mana. I'm almost I almost have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm gonna do these. This is useless for us. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have mana available. I'm not gonna do these. These, discard both of these, and then I get something. Let's see. I'll do it on his turn though. We're probably gonna find a land now. What is this? Okay, another fetch. You let me? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8. Is any target? No. Fetch. Where is the brainstorm fetch, my friend? I don't want to just be countered in here. Is this counterable? It is, right? What is the overload for each target card? Non-basic lands are mountains. Are you kidding me? I have these. They're mountains. We still have green and these. And we do have one forest as well. So yeah, things are fine. Let's see if we can bait anything in here. Oh, I think that's it. So this is a mountain, right? I think it is. We're gonna do this. It's gonna be countered and then we do it again. And then opponent is going to concede, although they didn't need. Oh, they conceded already. Yeah, we win something. I didn't have fun though. I didn't do the thing that I wanted, right? That is using shifting woodland to become something else. Opponent doesn't know, but I don't have like a winning combo right now on my deck. But anyway, they didn't know. But generally you would have, you know, something that either, oh, okay, this one, that's it, or, you know. But yeah, we win a game. Not a very viable deck. I mean, it's viable to kind of have a little bit of fun. Yeah, that's the idea. So I think that the video is already a little bit long. Thank you for watching. Give me any kind of feedback and say what you think about this format. I'm trying to do it inside the time limit that I put for myself. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching and see you.